Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. You are so very welcome here. I'm excited because today we're going to get to spend the day together, and I'm particularly excited because it is largely a day off for me. So what I have planned for us is a coastal walk. So we're actually going to do part of one of the most famous coastal walks here in Sydney, and that is the Bronte Beach to Bondi Beach walk, and we're going to go back and then return to Bronte Beach. So we'll get to explore Bondi Beach. If there are any Bondi Rescue fans out there, you're going to get to see where all the action happens. Some absolutely amazing scenery along that coastline. And if we're lucky, there may be some whales frolicking out there at this time of the year. So we're going to do that. And then when we're back at Bronte Beach, we're going to walk a little bit further along the coast to Waverley Cemetery. Of course, we have to go in search of history. So it may sound strange to visit a cemetery. However, this is one of Sydney's most historic places, and many well-known and famous Australians are actually buried there, including two of our most famous poets. I'll tell you all about it a little bit later, but I think we should get started on our walk. It's about an hour's drive from where I live, Bronte Beach. That's where we're going to park the car, and then we're on foot all the way to Bondi Beach and back. All right, let's get going. Welcome everyone to Australia's most famous beach, Bondi Beach. Let's go and have a little look around. So I've had a lovely walk so far, and I've just sat down to take in the beautiful view, beautiful Bondi Beach, our most famous beach by far, I think, in Australia. But the weather is absolutely amazing. I'm wearing a long sleeve top, but I could be in a short sleeve. It's so mild today. It's beautiful. It's about 20 degrees Celsius. There's lots of people out and about having fun. But of course, nowhere near as full as this gets in summer. There is not a spot left. I'll show you the famous lifeguard house, which is just behind me. If you're a fan of Bondi Rescue, you would definitely recognize it. But it is a beautiful place. I haven't been here for quite some time, and it's nice to be back and see it again. And we'll go for a bit of a walk, and I'll show you some of the lovely street art there is around here as well. All right, more from me soon. Waverley Cemetery was formally opened on the 1st of August 1877, and the first burial took place just a few days later. Because of its dramatic setting, the cemetery proved very popular with the community, which was a prosperous one. It was originally laid out in the Victorian style, hence the use of white Italian Carrara marble. Land was added throughout the 20th century, and the style of the monuments changed, becoming humbler and less ostentatious. One famous Aussie buried here is the poet Henry Lawson. Some of his most notable works include The Drover's Wife and While the Billy Boils. He suffered from bouts of depression and alcoholism and died aged 55 in September 1922. Lawson is buried with his wife, Bertha Marie Louise, who outlived her husband by 35 years. The epitaph on Henry's tomb reads, "Love hangs about thy name like music around a shell. No heart can take of thee a tame farewell." Lawson was the first Australian writer to be granted a state funeral. Another eminent poet and novelist buried on these grounds is Isabel Marion Dorothea McKellar, perhaps best known for her poem My Country, which she wrote when she was 19 years old. It was begun during a visit to England, when she was feeling nostalgic for Australia. Two of the most famous verses read, "I love a sunburnt country, a land of sweeping plains, of ragged mountain ranges, of droughts and flooding rains. I love her far horizons, I love her jewel sea, her beauty and her terror, the wide brown land for me." So I've been exploring Waverley Cemetery, lots of beautiful historic monuments here, many from the 19th century. And I managed to find the grave of Henry Lawson, Australian poet, famous Australian poet. So that was really great, and it's just such a beautiful spot. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. No wonder this is dubbed one of the most beautiful cemeteries in the world. It's so, so gorgeous. I just popped into my local shopping centre because I realised that I hadn't had anything to eat all day, and it is 2:40, so I thought I'd pick up my favourite rice paper rolls, which I devoured in about 2 minutes, and of course my favourite bookstores also at this shopping centre, so I just popped in and bought this book. Now, this is actually part of a trilogy, and this is book number 2. They didn't have the first book, but I think they're sort of standalone tales, so I don't think that's a problem. And it's a retelling of the story of Penelope, so wife of Odysseus. And I've heard great things about Claire North's work and the whole trilogy, so I'm so looking forward to getting home. I need to do a little bit of admin, a little bit of work, and then tucking myself into bed tonight and starting this. I'm so excited. The third one just came out as well. Let me know if you've read them. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed our coastal walk and visit to Waverley Cemetery. Please hit the like button and subscribe to get notification of when I post a new video. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all next weekend. In the meantime, take good care of yourselves.